EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the silver and black. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you, and we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end you, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. Many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified him this league.
Room to run right away. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to the ground after the penalty. And not much there. He's back to the original line.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Man in motion here is Tucker. On play action, Smith. Open man, that's Trey Tucker. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Stick with him again. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now former 49er, it's Raheem Mostert. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Working out of the gun, Smith. They'll be forced to just, it's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They send him right out of the slot. Purdy on first down. That's taken in by Jennings. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and a yard. Now it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy gonna put it up again. He pulls it in around the 5.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll throw again with Purdy. To the goal line and in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Laube now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Geno. A gain there of 27 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Geno. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
On first down, here's Geno to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Up the middle they go. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal, and he sends this kickoff away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, a one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
1st and 10. Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the
that one, take it in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 14-6 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Laube now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. Handoff here, up the middle. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Here's Gino. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
On now, Daniel. This one from 41 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders are back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. Gino to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Now it's the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On play action, Smith. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
This is the age-old dilemma.
Now, Kyle Shanahan not happy with that last call, and he's going to put out that red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Third and a yard. Now, Gino. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
They'll go. It's White. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Smith. Finding his tight end there. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And they'll mark him out at the 8 to set up 1st and goal.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Smith to throw. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was the former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
In motion is Myers. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Vegas.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st down is Smith. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He gets this one to Tucker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And just a pickup of 3 or 4, but with the penalty a moment ago, it leaves them with a good down. 2nd and short. He'll try the right side this time. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A 1st down picked up on the ground. Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Raiders will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. shotgun snap to Purdy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The 49ers out to punt this one. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to get this one on the ground. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Jacob Cowing deep to receive it. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Open man is Jennings. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Niners 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. them up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. There's that man again, another catch. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with 6.
And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll throw again with Purdy. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Gino. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
He'll try to run for it. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the 1st down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Gino. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Niners have got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, head in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where you need to have short-term memory as an offense. Allowing that sack, clearly not ideal, but there's a lot of game left. They got to keep moving forward, and they can't let one sack now turn into a series of bad plays.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. So Kittle comes in motion. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Purdy now on second down. Good blocking, and he's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are going to open up the lead to 8. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. Now Smith. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He's got the tight end Mayer. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, Smith. That is hauled in at the 5. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And now the Raiders faced with an important 2-point conversion attempt. From the gun, it's Geno. That's going to be incomplete. The defense holds, stopping the 2-point conversion in the final minute, and this remains a 2-point game. With one timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.